Hello beautiful people, March is looking like a banger month once again for indie games. And if you don't have enough titles to play, then I have good news for you, because the games we're talking about are definitely ones you should take a look at. Before we continue, I'm Wolfman08, and I love talking about indie games. So if you enjoy hearing about them, why not give a subscribe or like the video? I'll definitely keep you informed of games to come. For now though, let's sit back, open up Steam, grab a drink, and start wishlisting. Legacy of Kain, Ascendance. We don't get just one, but two Legacy of Kain games this month. Sure, one is a remaster, but this is a good start for a franchise that has been lying dormant for so many years to get new blood injected into this incredible franchise and allow us to return to the amazing world of Nosgoth. I'm all for that. Created by Bitbop Media, Ascendance is a 2D action platformer where you play as multiple protagonists, from the eponymous Kain to his undead sire Raziel. And you also get to play as Raziel back when he was a Seraphim Knight, so we're definitely doing time skip with this new title. And then lastly, we get to play as the vampire Elilith. Don't know who that is? Neither do I. Supposedly a character from the Kickstarter comic, which I did not read. Maybe she'll inject some new blood into this game. We'll see. I'm excited to go back to the world of Nosgoth, explore a beautiful 2D pixel art world, and hear some fantastic music, as the franchise is known for. Also, they got all the original voice actors back, so you know you're going to hear some spitfire lines from the cast. Super excited for this title. Let me know if you are too. GRIME 2 from Cloverbyte. Never played the original GRIME. I saw some footage of it. It looked really cool. But at the same time, it was a Metroidvania, and those titles tend to suck me in and then kick me right out after an hour or two when I get lost, so I didn't even try to take a stab at it. But this sequel, I kind of like how it looks. Some of the visuals here, yes, they're in line with the first title, but they still have this weird, surreal atmosphere to them that I just like looking at. Maybe I'll watch someone else play it if I don't feel like investing all that time. How this title differs is it has an absorbing mechanic where you can absorb certain enemies in order to create molds that you can use either as attacks or summons. This one looks really cool, definitely for fans of the Metroidvania genre, and also, as we've seen in this genre so many times, has a powerful parry mechanic that will help take you very far. That previous title though had some really hard platforming. I don't know if they're going to continue that trend with the sequel, but this is such a gorgeous and horrifying world. I can see people getting completely invested in this. And if you enjoyed the genre of Metroidvania and maybe played the first title, this will be something for you to try out. Pluto by Siege Wizard Interactive. Talking about strange visuals, this one really takes the cake. It's a roguelike deck builder where you cast spells from your fingers. Now, I know some of you heard roguelite and immediately went, I'm good, I'm gonna pass, but this is something a little bit different in sense of these visuals. You don't see these every day. Also, the idea of casting spells based on your individual 10 fingers, that's a fun concept. As you can see, you'll be fighting some very absurd or terrifying creatures, all in the effort to get your niece's birthday on time. So at least we have a deep, intricate, involved story we can all relate to. Lost Wiki, Kozlovka. By Yari the Man, this is a mystery game where you're a journalist researching articles in order to solve a mystery. Expect some 90s era sleuthing, a lot like the hit title from last year, The Root Trees Are Dead. If solving a mystery and just doing sleuthing at your own speed is something you enjoy, then this should be something to look forward to. I do like the black and white visuals. Reminds me of some of the old Mac Venture titles like Shadowgate. It really makes the CRT style of the monitor pop out into my face. So this is a game that expects you to get invested by taking notes and really looking for the clues needed to solve this mystery. And if you find that appealing, then here's a title for you to sink some time into. Rubato by Decon. So I'm at two minds about this title. I played the demo a while back and I really enjoyed it, but I'm sensing a little too much dialogue has been written for this. So Rubato is a 2D physics-based platformer. The plot is just nonsense. It's about collecting bits of the planets that have exploded, and just know you play a frog. Your tongue is the weapon. You need to grab objects, move them around to access certain platforms, and also you can capture projectiles. There's a cool mix of visuals here with the 2D sprite animation, some 3D work in the background, and some of the cutscenes feels like this game is gonna go maybe to some dark territory that I'm interested to see. If you're looking for a 2D physics-based platformer that's a little bit wacky, then I think this is one for you to keep an eye on. Aether Iron by Seismic Squirrel. A tactical RPG set in a diesel-punk 1930s world filled with noir elements, so you can expect detectives, cigarettes, and a lot of martini glasses. Recruit a crew to smuggle the goods in your Aether-powered car, and then it's time for the getaway. And that's where the fun begins. Car combat, really cool. You have various abilities you can use with your car, or how you set it up for either for strong defense, strong offense, or you just want to get the hell out of there and count your loot as soon as you get back to the base. But the game doesn't end there. Outside combat, you need to make a bunch of choices through dialogue and what missions you accept to affect the story. This game looks really cool. I played the demo a little bit a while back. I had a fun time with it. The car combat is really interesting, and I just love a good diesel punk world. Especially one with noir elements. It's like chocolate and peanut butter. Check it out. Opus, Prism Peak. From Sekono Peaks. We have another game from publisher Shueisha Games that makes some really interesting titles I keep talking about. And this is another one. Here, you're on a journey with a girl on your back. It's not about climbing the mountain. Instead, it's about relaxing and taking pictures. You see, you're stranded in the Dusklands, a world between the real and the spirit world. And you need to take pictures in order to complete orders from the various spirits you find in this world. Simple enough? Yes, but very beautiful as well. I can already tell this game is going to be very melancholic and heartfelt, and for those of us with weak constitution, get a box of tissues ready. This game's going to make you cry. I can just feel it. Spoiler alert, you've been dead this whole time. I don't know if that's true, and if that is true after you've played the game, don't come back and comment. I don't want this spoiled to everyone else. Instead, check it out and go enjoy it. Peregrino from Inverge Studios. An isometric horror game where you're exploring for supplies during the day, and at night, you gotta bunker up and prepare for monsters in your caravan. You'll have a bunch of pilgrims with you going on this journey, and you'll get to know them and also manage their lives to help keep them safe. Be warned, they can die. And that's bad. This is basically a horror gothic styled version of Oregon's Trail, mixed with a little bit of Darkwood. And I know as soon as people hear Darkwood, they get very excited. But this title's a bit more action-based than that one, where that one had the very strong atmosphere and things were slowly building up as they got worse and worse. This one is more about the routine of protecting the people at your caravan while also finding enough supplies to survive. And the goal of this one is just to get further and deeper into the world and the dark forest, and that's why upgrading your caravan will help you a lot with that. And also why you need people, because what's the point of facing evil alone? You're just gonna die more tired. Interesting title. Graphics aren't the best I've seen from these games, but it has a nice appeal to it, which I think should be up a lot of people's alleys. Check it out. Mr. Sleepy Man from Devon Santi. Now, this one's a sandbox platformer, and we've been getting a lot more platformers lately over the years, and this one looks very interesting, just from visuals alone, which are way over the top and cartoony, but the movement is so smooth, and the areas have this interesting mixture of bright, vibrant colors, but also kind of darkness is the only way I can describe it. I would not want to live in this town. It looks like a horror hidden in plain sight. Also, I have to mention the song because it is very catchy.
Mr. Sleepy Man sleeps all day and night.
With a good set of movement options to help you traverse, you complete quests for people, complete quests for yourself. You can even drive around if you feel like it. Also, as an added bonus, if you get very tired, there's a sleep button. Starship Troopers Ultimate Bug War. Coming from Auroch Digital, the guys behind Boltgun. So if you enjoyed Boltgun, I would highly recommend checking out at least the demo for Starship Troopers Ultimate Bug War. Yes, we've been getting a lot of Starship Trooper games now. It seems a bit excessive. But this is something a bit bigger and different for Auroch Digital, where instead of that Doom-style 2D pixel art for the enemies, this one's 3D. And you have huge open areas you can explore, each with objectives you need to fulfill in order to finish the level. There are tons of bugs to kill, and you will find so many weapons just lying around. Also, there are soldiers just everywhere willing to help you, or you could shoot them yourselves. Casualty of war, what can I say? Lots of vehicles to move around in, including a mech, which I played the demo, and it was a lot of fun, but that mech was incredibly bulky and felt more like a hassle to use than actually fun. The weapons just feel so much better. They're very impactful, very powerful, and they're great to use. You get a nice headshot on a bug, he's gonna go down. As an added bonus, the game even has a bug mode where you can take the fight as the enemy. I never liked Bolt Gun that much, so I'm more interested in this title from Auroch Digital than Bolt Gun 2. And if you are as well, check it out. And there we go, some upcoming games to get excited for. So let me know if any of these titles stand out for you, or if I've missed anything. There's so many games coming out lately that it just feels impossible to sift through everything. But for now, I hope you're having a good day, keep gaming, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.